Welcome back to Stoner Watch Weekend box office. Okay, let's just dive right into it. Now, coming at number one this week, we've got Joker. Now, their total weekend haul is $96.2 million. Their total domestic as of right now is $96.2 million. Their worldwide is sitting at $248.4 million. Now, they're saying that this is the highest grossing opening film in October of all time as of right now. More so, like I think it's like Venom had like 81 million or 82 million or something like that. So they blow like right past that one. And also, it made more than Justice League in its opening weekend. Also, they were also saying online. So that's pretty damn cool. I still have yet to see this movie. And from what I've heard from like 3 of my friends and stuff like that, this is a must see. So you've seen Joker yet? And coming at number 2 this week, we've got Abominable. Now they bring $11.9 million for their weekend haul. They're down a little over 42% from last week. Their total domestic as of right now is $37.9 million. Their worldwide is sitting at $77.8 million. Now coming at number 3 this week, we've got Downton, Abbey. Now they bring in $7.9 million for their weekend haul. They're down a little over 44% from last week, but they added 158 screens to their overall screenings, and that brings up their domestic to $73.6 million. Their worldwide is sitting at $135.8 million. And coming at number 4 this week, we've got Hustlers. Now they're down from number 3. They bring in $6.3 million for their weekend haul. They're down almost 44% from last week. Their total domestic as of right now is $91.4 million. Their worldwide is sitting at $110 million. Now coming in number 5 this week, we've got It Chapter 2. Now they bring in $5.3 million for their weekend haul. They're down 48% from last week. Their total domestic as of right now is $202 million. Now they're coming in at number 6, we've got Judy. Now they bring in $4.5 million for their weekend haul. They actually are up 57% from last week, and that brings up their total domestic as of right now to $9 million. They still do not have a worldwide box office release. And coming at number 7, we got Astra. Now they bring in $4.1 million for their weekend haul. They're down 58% from last week. Their total domestic as of right now is $43.2 million. Their worldwide is sitting at $111.2 million. Now coming at number 8, we've got Rambo Last Blood. Now they bring in $3.5 million for their weekend haul. They're also down 58% from last week. Their total domestic as of right now is $39.8 million. Their worldwide is sitting at $64.3 million. Now coming in at number 9 and debuting in the chart, and I must have missed this one during show prep last week, but we've got War. Now they bring in $1.6 million for their weekend haul. They only had 305 screenings for their opening weekend. That's just kind of weird. And their domestic as of right now is $2 million. They don't have a worldwide box office release. I watched the trailer for this movie, and there was like no dialogue in this one. It seemed kind of weird, so I don't know about that one, but it's in the top 10. And rounding out our top 10, we've got Good Boys. Now they bring in $896,000 for their total weekend haul. They're down 57% from last week. Their total domestic as of right now is $82 million. Their worldwide is sitting at $107.5 million. It doesn't sound good for the good old boys. It sounds like this is their last week. They're pretty much dropping it and they're gone. At least that's what I'm getting out of it. I don't know. Man, did you see any of these movies in the top 10? Did you check out Joker? Did you like it? What'd you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Now it's time for Stoner Watch 15 or 2. All right, let's just dive right into it. Now coming at number 1 this week for 15 or 2, we've got Gemini Man. Now they're calling it an action, drama, sci-fi thriller. Now, the description reads, an over-a-hill hitman faces off against a younger clone of himself. Now, I watched the trailer for this one. It looked kind of interesting and what have you, and I'm hearing some mixed reviews on it and whatnot, so I don't know if I'll go see it opening weekend, but definitely looks pretty good. And it's being directed by Ange Lee. I think that's how you say your name. If not, I do apologize. And it's starring Will Smith, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Clive Owen, Benedict Won, and Douglas Hodge, to name a few. Again, the trailer looked pretty good, so I don't know. Did you see the trailer for Gemini Man? You can go check it out. Let me know in the comments down below. Second on the list for 15 or 2, we've got Addams Family. Now, it's an animation, comedy, family, fantasy, horror. At least that's what they're calling it. The description reads, an animated version of the Charles Addams series of cartoons about a peculiar, ghoulish family. Now, it's being directed by Greg Tierman. I think that's how you say it. If not, I do apologize. Corinne Vernon, starring Oscar Isaac, Charlize Theron, Chloe Grace Moretz, and Finn Wolfhard. That kid's in a lot of movies, man. Now, watching the trailer for this movie, it looks pretty funny. I mean, I don't know if I'll actually go see it opening weekend and what have you, but if I did go see it, I'm definitely going to say, shocking, I know, matinee. But I don't know, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty funny. So, I don't know. Did you see the trailer for Addams Family? Were you a big fan of the show back in the day? Even the old black and white one? I like the movies, too, and what they had back years ago. So this actually looks pretty good. Actually, kind of more fitting as far as like the Addams Family go, because you can do a lot more with animation than you can with live action. So, I don't know. Did you see the trailer for this movie? You can go check it out. Let me know in the comments down below. Third on the list, we've got Jaxie. Now, they're calling it a comedy. Now, the description reads a comedy about what can happen when you love your phone more than anything else in your life. Now, it's being directed by John Lucas and Scott Moore, starring Rose Byrne, Justin Hatley, Adam Devine, and Alexandra Shipp. Now, I watched the trailer for this movie, and it looks pretty damn funny. Now, it kind of brings up the whole thing. I don't know if you heard about this or not, that Samuel L. Jackson is lending his voice to be the voice for Alexa and stuff like that, the home AI stuff and whatnot. And I can only imagine what that would be like, because this trailer kind of gives that same kind of vibe where like the phone talks back to you and stuff like that. Because every time, I'll be sitting there driving in my truck, my phone will chime in and whatnot. And I'm like, hey, man, nobody was talking to you. Shut up. And I'll be like, okay, I will. It's kind of funny when that happens. So, I don't know. Did you see the trailer for this movie, Jaxie? You can go check it out in the theaters. Let me know in the comments down below. Fourth on the list, we've got Little Monsters. And no, I'm not talking about the movie with Howie Mandel dressed up as a monster underneath the kid's bed with Fred Savage. I looked it up during show prep. Same name. But anyway, they're calling it a comedy horror. Now, the description reads, a washed-up musician teams up with a teacher, a kids' show personality to protect young children from a sudden outbreak of zombies. Now, watching the trailer for this, it looked kind of messed up. I'm not really into zombie movies, but it's October, so you gotta expect these kind of movies. Now, it's being directed by Abe Forsyth. I think that's how you say your name. Starring Lupita Nyong'o. Sorry if I butcher your name. I suck with names. Josh Gad, Stephen Peacock, and Alexander England. Now, again, zombie movies and horror movies are not my thing. This looks like if this is your type of thing, this might be the kind of movie you want to watch this weekend. So, I don't know. Did you see the trailer for Little Monsters? You can go check this movie out. Let me know in the comments down below. Okay, well, that's it for today, man. So, I don't know. Did you check out any of these movies in the top 10? Joker coming in at number 1, and we kind of knew it was going to. And now it's going to be able, at least for a little while, hold on to the highest grossing film in October of all time. He even beat Venom. I guess Venom was like $81 million their opening weekend. And according to what I heard today on the John Campea show, they also beat Justice League 2. So, I don't know. Everybody's like saying that this shows like how this was with the failings of Justice League and what have you. But I don't believe that. I just think this was a totally different kind of a movie. And it just had a little bit different. DC's going a different route right now compared to Marvel Studios, and not really worried about the whole cinematic universe tying in type stuff. So, and it's paying off. So, I don't know. Did you see Joker? That's pretty cool. Abominable still hanging out. It only fell down to number 2, so that's pretty cool. Downton Abbey still hanging out, at least in the top 3. That's pretty good. Pretty good for a movie based on a TV show, And they use the same actors and everything else, so that's kind of weird. And cool if you're into that show. Hustlers still hanging out in the top 5. I don't know about this one. I'm hearing kind of good reviews about it, but I doubt it. It Chapter 2, horror movies again is not my thing, but it's still hanging out in the top 10 and at least in the top 5. So, and we got Judy. Now they still don't have a worldwide box office release. A lot of movies are doing that this year, or at least I guess I'm finally noticing. Or whatnot. I'm not really sure. At Astra, it's still hanging on the top 10, but I'm hearing it's like not all that good. I watched a video on the other day about like the science of it and what have you, and I was kind of disappointed when the guy was really going through and pointing out all the flaws of the science of it and stuff like that. So I don't know if I'll actually go see that one in the theater. I hate that kind of stuff. I really like the whole watching the astronomy, stuff like that and whatnot. So when they don't get the science right, it kind of bugs me. Because I like that type of thing. and I wish they would at least get it right, and they should. Take the time. You know what I'm saying? At least that's just my opinion. Rambo still in the top 10, but they're dropping down pretty good. I don't know about this one. It is what it is. It sounds pretty good. I still have yet to see it, so I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how that plays out. Maybe I'll get a chance to go see it this weekend. Who knows? War, that kind of came out of nowhere, right? I mean, I totally missed this one during show prep. So I don't know, but they don't have a world box office release, but they only made $1.6 million. So I don't think they'll actually be around long, but who knows? I mean, they did make it in the top 10 out of nowhere, right? And rounding out our top 10, we've got Good Boys. Now, they only made, not even $1 million there this last weekend. So I don't know, but that one's dropping pretty good. So we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. Did you check any of these movies out in the top 10? I mean, come on. And we got Gemini Man with Will Smith and his next moving outing here and whatnot before Bad Boys 3 hits and whatnot. I mean, it looks kind of good. And now I'm hearing with the de-aging technology that they used in this movie, it looks pretty cool. And I'm kind of curious to see how that movie actually really plays out. I mean, it kind of reminds me a little bit of I don't know. It looked kind of cool. It looked interesting. So we'll have to wait and see how that really plays out in theaters. So I don't know. Addams Family, it's an animation movie, and that looks pretty funny. And what have you. I mean, I like the other movies that they did have out, but this looks pretty good. I like animation movies anyhow. Jaxie, this movie looks kind of hilarious. I don't know about going to see it opening weekend, but it does look kind of funny. Little Monsters, it's a zombie movie, and that ranks right up there for horror movies for me. It's not my thing, but it is October, so I don't know. So did you check any of these movies out? Are you going to check out these movies out? You're going to check any of the movies out in the top 10? Let me know in the comments down. Please like and subscribe and click on that bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. Have a good week, people. Peace.